Hi, this is a quick video to talk about how to build classes and objects in Java. If you look at the picture in front of us, we have a beautiful Porsche Cayman there. If we were trying to model that inside of a computer, we need a way to handle the idea of a car. So if you look at that, what are some of the quick things that come to mind? The make, the model, maybe the year, the color. Those are the types of things that we would normally describe as attributes of an object. And we'll store those in variables so that we can always access them. So let's take a look at how we would possibly model this Porsche in Java. So if I open up NetBeans, I'm going to say File, let's do a new project here, Java, it's a Java application. And I'll build a testing program first. Okay, and we'll build Java class. And this will be a car class. Okay, so here we have a class that's a car. And as we said, we should have some attributes, make, model, color, year, that type of stuff. So let's define these as variables. So one thing that's a little different from what we've looked at so far is the fact that these are private, not public variables. Whenever we've used public in the past, what that means is we can access it from another class. Well, I don't want to be able to access and modify these from another class. I want to make sure that only my methods, my car class methods, are allowed to access and modify these variables. So whenever you want to create a new instance of a class, you have to use something called a constructor. So our constructor is very simple. It's a special type of method, and it has to have the exact same name and spelling as our class. And that's what makes it a constructor. So it knows this is for when we're using the new command. So here I'm going to string model string make string oops. Okay. So now we're just going to set them make. Now what's interesting here is that in our constructor, I didn't actually ask for the speed of the vehicle. With this constructor, it assumes the vehicle is not moving. And we could create another constructor where the vehicle has an initial speed, and they will both work. They just have different arguments passed to them. So this will allow us to create a new car. Now we should also have something that are called get and set methods. Because our attributes are private variables, we can only access them through public methods in our class. So what we want to do here is create some get and set methods. So let's create a get method. This method will return the make of the car. So it's a public method. It's going to return a string, and I'm going to call it getMake. So in here, all I have to do is return make. So the get methods can be very simple, or I could create a get method that's a little more robust. This method will return the make and model of the car. So get make and model. Right, so what this does is this is a string, and it will concatenate in a, so it'd be a Porsche, comma, space, and then Cayman if I create the Porsche Cayman. And let's go take a look at that. Go over here to test car. We'll just clean up our template a little here. Get rid of some of these extra system comments. Okay. So if I want to create a car, I'm going to say my data type is a car, and I'm going to call it my car. And we're going to create a new instance of it, so a new car, and we agreed that it would be a Porsche Cayman, gray, and 2013. And because this is very similar to what we're used to seeing, such as scanner keyboard equals new. Let's compare these two. So in this case, I'm creating a new car. I'm creating an instance of the car class. When we write things like scanner, we're creating an instance of the scanner class. In this case, my variable name is my car. In this case, we called it keyboard. But you can call them anything you want, really. But they should always be something that's meaningful. And then you see this special word, new. That means give me a new instance of this class. And here you can see our constructor follows the exact pattern that we gave it. So it's expecting a string, a string, a string, and a number. So if we go back here, so string, 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 and a number. Okay, so I just want to draw, because most people are familiar with the scanner. So here's our data type, there's our variable name, and we say new, just like we did up here. And then this is calling the scanner's constructor, and our initial argument that we're passing is system.in. So if you're familiar with scanner, you can see it's very similar. So now I have an instance of my car, and I can say get make. And you see NetBeans actually already shows me what methods are available to it. So I can say get make. And maybe I want to create another car. I'll call it your car. And new car. And what would be a great car? Let's make it a Volvo. They're very safe. And the new S60 looks fabulous. Now these are just going to return strings, which the system won't know what to do with. So let's just print them to the screen. So it's going to say my car is a Porsche. Oops. And then I'll just do the same thing here, but I'll use your car. So we have two instances of car here. So when I run it, it should say my car is a Porsche, and your car is a Volvo. So let's give it a run and see what it does. Oh, I said get make, and I got the model. So what happened there? Let's take a look. I said the make. See here, I initialized it as make and model. So I had the order of my strings reversed, and so my my little test there didn't work properly. So I've reversed those now. Let's try it again. So it says my car is a Porsche, your car is a Volvo, right? So in this simple little lesson, lesson here, what we've done is we've created a new car class. We've created a constructor, which we're able to call. We're able to print to the stream with get methods. And what we'll do in future videos is we'll show how to do some set methods and actually change how our car is behaving. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much.